What were you doing at 16?
At 16, I just moved into boarding school.
I was really focused on school and friends, and I was a little bit concerned about the future, like what I was going to do and where I was going to go and who I was going to meet and things like that.
I was very like, oh, my parents don't do anything, they're so dumb.
I was moving schools and trying to fit in with like a completely different world to what I was used to.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I have absolutely no idea.
In 10 years' time, I'd like to have my career established and maybe have a family. I don't know, it's hard to really tell.
Hopefully overseas, having a good time.
Maybe have a family, do a bit of travelling.
What are you most afraid of, or what's your biggest worry?
Biggest worry, probably losing my family, I guess. Can't really think of anything worse than that.
My biggest fear is losing someone close to me.
My biggest worry would be losing someone, like a family member or like a friend.
My biggest worry is following in the family footsteps and getting Parkinson's when I'm 40, which for a dentist is obviously not ideal because I don't finish my degree till I'm 30, so that's 10 degrees and then I'm forced to retire. So that honestly is a huge part of my life. Like, I spend so much of my day trying to make sure that I do everything possible to just push back the day that I get it, so yeah.
It is only once we have experienced struggle and our time on this earth has been threatened that we can truly appreciate how precious life is.
My name's Britty Christensen. I'm 18 years old and I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 2.5 years ago. When I was 16 years old, I was at boarding school in South Australia. I was playing netball, I was doing school, but overall, like, I was just a happy, carefree girl. One morning I woke up 2.5 years ago and felt very weak and disorientated. My jaw wasn't functioning properly. I had to go through a range of tests and things to work out what I was diagnosed with. This meant that I had MRIs, a lumbar puncture, brain scans, heart scans, all different things, lots of blood taken, and what they did find from my MRI was 3 lesions on my brain. MS affects the central nervous system, which is the brain, spinal cord and optic nerves, and basically it's when your body is attacking the white blood cells. So there's 4 different types of MS. My type is relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis, which is when a relapse will happen or an attack to the body, but it will repair itself most of the time. I tried to block it out as much as possible. I just thought to myself, this is so unfair, really. I thought, I'm so young, I shouldn't have something like this, and yeah, I just tried to pretend I didn't have it. But a lot of that actually changed through friendships and actually learning more about MS. I found the Kiss Goodbye to MS campaign on the computer and it completely changed the way that I think about MS. I was so negative and just wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. But after finding Kiss Goodbye to MS campaign and realising that there is a positive side to it and that I can help in some way is better than doing nothing. And now I'm a fundraiser. This is now my 2nd year and I absolutely love it. So I've been involved with the Kiss Goodbye to MS campaign for 2 years. In the first year, I wanted to do something really big that involved everyone, that made people realise what MS was. So I decided to get my school involved and I raised close to $5,000. I made everyone dress in red and I got everyone into the shape of lips. And in the 2nd year, which is now, I have raised close to $6,000 and I have moved home this year, so I had a fundraiser at home involving the community, so they were aware of MS. I had the advertiser, the Adelaide advertiser, contact me. I was on the front page of the advertiser. I have also been on the front page of the Sunraysia Daily, which is the Mildura newspaper. I've been on the Mildura magazine, Mildura Living magazine. I've also been featured in the radio. I've spoken at schools. So at the moment I've got a Facebook page, so that's just keeping everyone up to date with what I'm doing. But I'm also hoping to become an MS ambassador. MS has had a huge impact on my life. When I was 16 years old, I didn't realise something could actually affect you so much and just make you see the world in a completely different way. So I am so much more grateful for everything. Just even little things like being able to walk and talk and eat. Things that people take for granted all the time. I think about it all the time, every day. I think to myself, wow, I can actually go for a walk and it's fine and I'm able to do it. But that's not to say that the MS won't affect me tomorrow, or right now I could, you know, wake up tomorrow morning and my legs might not work. That's the seriousness and the problem with the disease. You just don't know when it's going to affect you. Although I may seem fine right now and it might look like I'm absolutely capable to do anything and the disease is fine, it's stable now, but that's really not to say that, you know, I might have an issue soon. MS is a disease that is affecting so many people, and people are very unaware of how destroying and destructive this disease is. I believe that in one big push there will be a cure in my lifetime. My aim is to never give up until there is a cure. I want to empower others so they can be strong. I want to help people understand, and it excites me to do this.